Rob Bot, we back at you again. Another banger. And they was hoping. Oh, see what's going on here. All right, we'll do that later. Rob Bot, man, we in the building. Trying to see what the heck's going on, man. The algorithm it's real crazy right now. It just sent me something from YouTube. Rob Bot, if you're coming into the building. We're experiencing technical difficulties. Can y'all hear me? Rob Bot. Let's just switch to that laptop. Something's going on with the internet, man. Yo, give us a second. We getting set up, man. Peace. Something's about Zoom being updated. All of a sudden, a lot of stuff's going on. Let's get switched to that laptop.
We live. We lit, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah, they lagging me. Oh, crazy. Crazy, son. That shit crazy. I'm lagging. Oh yeah, they playing games for real. Hey, Rob. Yo.
Peace to the gods, peace to the queens and the gods and the goddesses.
Can you see me, Rod? But like I'm lagging like a mug.
Yeah, you got a glitch. There you go.
Oh, that was crazy, son. What the heck? Hey, some weird stuff that been going on, man, since we got
Doing it again.
huh?
Just start doing it again.
Oh yeah. See, look, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna kill the camera, man. I don't know what's going on with it. Oh man.
Go to that last clip I sent you. We're gonna open up with that.
The last clip you just sent me. Let's see. Yeah, are you talking about that little video clip?
About the pineal gland?
Yeah, I couldn't get it to load up, man. That's the problem on that one. That one right there was I tried to download it. I tried to do everything to get it off there. Let's see.
Yeah, if you can't get it, don't worry about it. It ain't that important. It's just something I wanted to share with you.
Oh yeah, they was playing games. Look how they glitching the nigga, man. Oh yeah, that's crazy.
Did
Uh,
you send you? Did you log in yet?
oh no, she ain't logged in yet.
Let her know we waiting on.
Yeah, that clip, man. I couldn't get it to download. I had to go to my phone and show it on my phone in order to get it to play. Oh, let's see, because I couldn't download it. Hey, where you found that clip at? On YouTube or somewhere?
That's Instagram.
Oh yeah, see, if I would have got the Instagram link, then I could do it. Okay.
Don't
Yeah.
worry about it. It ain't that serious.
Oh, okay. I
We
hit
ain't
it.
finna burn no brain cells on that. I got a headache already.
Right. All right, hold up. I think the sister's in now, Rod.
Let her in.
I already let her in.
Can you see me?
Something
There you go.
real talk, bro.
Me and other cameras is off because we was having glitches. Yours seem to be working all right. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay, okay. I can turn mine off if I need to.
You don't have to. It's
I
her.
can hear you. Do you need my turn? Do you need me to turn?
Yeah, your camera glitching too. You might as well turn it off.
Oh yeah, let's see. That's
Okay. Is it better if the camera's off?
We got good sound quality, but the cameras is glitching, making it look like you doing the click, 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 click back and
hey,
forth.
you know something they up
Oh,
right before I did this,
okay, cool.
right before I did this upgrade this thing, they upgraded my Zoom, and then all of a sudden now it's acting funny and the screen went black.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay. We all good.
Yeah, we just gonna have to leave it right here on this right here little picture. Oh man, yeah, some weird stuff going on with it.
We hot,
We hot,
out.
man. We hot. We live, man. We in action right now. Everybody waiting. We got
All
three
right.
right
So
now.
Hey,
peace to
I'm
the
here.
guys, peace to the
I'm here.
earth. We in here about to do this with the Phoenix Rising, Young Elden Rod Hayes at it once again. The title of this one, y'all, is Sage the City,
Hey.
Sweeten the Water.
Hey. Let's go.
Let's get it.
They glitching.
So tonight we talking about moving feminine energy, right? And Phoenix is gonna go over the stellar alignments as we do this, and she's gonna talk about the full moon energy going into we're going into the waning moon now, right?
Well, yeah, we're in the waning. I'm gonna kind of go over several things, but the next moon we have coming up is the Aquarius new moon, and after that is the Leo. And you know, I'm a Leo Lioness, it's a Leo Lioness full moon, but I really want to break down for the goddesses the importance of pulling that Lilith energy that you was building on about us, you know, really harnessing what they tried to block us and turn it to a weakness and really making it to our strength, and a couple other things, you know, yoni steams and just some other divine feminine stuff that we can do to just really harness this divine feminine energy.
Mm-hmm. So a lot of the sisters want rituals to accelerate the progress. And so I was talking to Phoenix, and I remember the Sage the City campaign we was doing a couple of years ago that had it was very, you know, a lot of people did it in different cities around the country. Elder, you want to play a Sage the City clip?
Oh, let me see if I can do it, man. This is it's a lot.
I know we're gonna try.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
Can you send it to me through to your message, and I can load it up real fast.
I think I already sent it to you.
The Sage the City clips. Let's see. What's that last Instagram you sent me?
Hold on, I don't see it. Apparently I didn't. Hold on, I got them.
All right.
I'm sending it to you in in your messenger.
All right, yeah,
So-
send it to me real quick.
So the purpose of sage in the city is the same as sage in your house.
Right.
And a couple years ago, we was doing this one, and a lot of sisters participated. Some of them did it without us even telling them they was already in the process.
Mm.
So here's one of them, Elder, coming in now.
All right now, let's go.
Now notice what they wearing, because when you do spiritual work, this is what they wear when they do spiritual work on behalf of the matriarchs and the divine feminine.
And Chief, can I just tap in? Because I already know what they probably finna have on. Just then when you mentioned about how the sisters was already doing what you asking, you know, when we was getting ready to do the Sweetwater Zoshun, it was several of the sisters inbox me, and you know, they were sending me pictures after it was over with, and several of the sisters had they white on, and they had their little girls dressed and stuff, and they were doing things in their homes already simultaneously as we was at the lake and at the river in Florida. So I just think it's beautiful because we be so in sync without even having conversations.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So that divine feminine energy rises.
All right, Roy, I got him. I'm loading right now.
Okay, trying to get back to the screen.
Hey, Rob, our family, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. If you're new to the channel, hit that bell. We getting it
And I
loaded.
want to say thank you so much, Young Elder, for what you do and Chief do day in and day out and week in and week out. I don't know if y'all up to 60 or 70 episodes now, but y'all just been putting in work. So thank you so much for what y'all doing for the tribe and for everyone. And I just appreciate what you building with the channel, what y'all been building.
Oh, we thank you. We thank you. We much obliged. You know what I'm saying? Much obliged. We got more coming out. I'm finna get ready to, it's gonna be an onslaught next week. So get ready. I ain't gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. But
Can't wait.
Huh?
I said, I can't wait. I'll be watching. I'm subscribed. I've been subscribed since you opened up your channel. And I caught it actually before Rob was on there, but y'all be putting in some work now.
Oh yeah, we taking care of business.
Yeah, they're gonna be calling me the cashier in a minute, the way I be handing out receipts.
You be having them receipts, you be getting them, Rod. Get these.
They say I don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, you know,
the receipts say something different.
Say this, if they say you don't know what to talk about, then the receipts is receipt because the FAA shut down today and IAT don't have no government for the first time in forever. So if the receipts ain't receipting in real time, I don't know what they talking about.
Hey, look, me and Elder went over to close police stations last night. We ain't even dealt with the Cleveland situation. Cleveland all the way turned off.
And the House of Representatives then put in something talking about, you know, even though we know it's a de facto government about it, it's supposed, you know, they trying to get rid of income tax. So it's a mirror flip of what's going on I-80. So the receipts is receipting in real time. People just got to pay attention. And once this Saturn hit Pisces and Pluto hit Aquarius in March, it's really gonna shut down, and it's really gonna move forward in the next 2 days when Mars get out of retrograde here. So hey, it's just warming up.
So Mars going back direct.
It's going direct in 2 days. That's that divine masculine, and he finna be lining up with Big Mama, and we ain't finna be playing. Yes, and then after that, 7 days after that, Mercury gonna be direct, and all them planets gonna be lining and going forward.
Well, you know that we had a planetary alignment, solar planetary alignment, about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, before everything went well, almost everything, because you know Mars was still retrograde. Because we currently have 5 planets in retrograde.
Right, but just because they retrograde don't mean they not lined up.
Yeah,
they
was
just
lined up. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
They was in a perfect alignment.
So let me ask you this:
Yes,
Mars
sir.
going direct. What energy shifting comes with a direct Mars?
Okay, so when Mars goes direct, first of all, let's break that down. Mars, first of all, their natural ruler is over Aries, right? So Aries is currently in Jupiter, which is the expansion. It's in Chiron, which is bringing healing. But Mars is also the ruler of the war planet. And it's also currently in Gemini. Gemini is also your twin energy, your soul energy. And so right now, and it's also your divine masculine energy. It mirrors what they call Venus, which is your divine feminine energy. The feminine energy, we've been in full motion. So we've been moving slowly, but we've been moving. Now we can get in a divine alignment together with our masculine and be straightforward. But our masculine is also going to be stepping up, and he's in some war energy along with Jupiter and touching whatever it expands. So I wouldn't be shocked to see some things heat up on some war fronts, but it's going to be a different war front. It's not going to be there, obviously fear-based. It's probably going to be some, I wouldn't be shocked to see some resistances, because right after that, we have that Leo full moon. And see, people have to understand that a Leo full moon almost moves like a Leo going back in sun, because that full moon is cultivating, and it almost operates like a sun. And Leo rules the heart, and Leo is a lion, and Leo roars. And so it's a lot of strong, aggressive leadership energy that's going to be going. So we have a lot of energy moving and shifting. Like we straightforward motion right now. Oh, I see Elder got the video. Let me be quiet.
Oh no, I got it now. Man, I'm having technical difficulties. They doing something. Tell me.
They trying to hate you, slow you down, but they're not gonna stop nothing.
Now we're gonna fight. We're gonna fight. Push right through. You ready, Rod?
I'm waiting on you. I'm ready.
Look at these girls. They doing.
Now you notice what they wearing.
Yeah.
They all white.
Wow. We got to start this back up.
Yeah, so they let's see what they got. All right. You gonna roll another one?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to start this back up, Chief. Yeah.
All right, let's get it. Come on, what's this doing? Oh no, baby. Let's see what it's doing.
Okay, try the second one I sent you. You see them how they dress? This is an old tradition. They used to, when we christen a new town, the women that's gonna be living in the new town used to do this every.
Okay.
Hey, don't that look like the top of Phoenix head right there?
Wow, I thought that was me for a second.
All right, y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that look like me.
Yeah, so this is what you call spirit warriors. That's a whole spirit army. In the physical, they using sage. But in the spirit realm, they using something far motherfucking more deadly than sage. Okay, so now the sage energy is to clear.
Yep.
Right? So it's clearing the paths through the major thoroughfares, which is the major streets. They normally focus on the downtown areas because that's the center of the city.
The heart.
So when they focus in the clearing of the sage across the land, then this is what you see.
They calling in them ancestors too.
Yeah, but they calling in different ones than warriors. They calling in the ones that tell the warriors it's over with. Y'all can go on back and rest. We got it from here. We finna return with the sweet waters.
Yes. I see it. I can feel it. It's a different energy.
Hmm.
I can feel it. Mhm.
And this is why it's important for the sisters to learn how to get along,
Mhm.
not because they want to be buddy-buddy,
Right.
but because they both want to protect their children to the same level.
Mhm.
Every other disagreement you got pales to that.
Mhm. That's right.
All of the children got the same nefarious energy looking to suck their blood, harvest their adrenochrome, sodomize them, and convert their gender over and harvest their organs. All of those things is what they're doing with these missing children that you never see again.
Right. Right. Right.
That one ain't moving. There we go. See, they sage in the city. They all got sage sticks and white candles.
Mm.
That's it right there. You want me to roll it back?
Go to the next one. The last one I just sent. It's another one I sent you after that. It might be a little longer. But you see, in our culture, even the handicapped people was part of the community.
Yep.
So Big Tookie, founder of the Crips, is the patron saint of the handicap.
Mm.
That's what's the Crip key is, the handicap symbol.
Crooked man on the land.
To start and to build and create spaces that is not only healing for us, but healing for those around us. You know, we have a mission. We have we were born into something that we don't always, like I said, I was being disobedient. We tend to be disobedient as a people because we don't want to step into that authority that we were created with. We don't want to step into that power, that magic that we were built with, that is ingrained in our spirit. Yes. It's natural. People want to know, well, how do they do that? How do they do this? It's natural. There's no explanation for it. It's what we were gifted with. It's our purpose. It was what we were created with, what we're created to do. And so I'm just grateful for this moment, for this space, for these spirits, all of you all being here. I said, they're going to white. This is beautiful.
Mm.
There you go.
Remember what I said earlier, Phoenix?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Tell them what I told you earlier.
What about us getting together and the sisters?
Not stepping into the power.
Well, yeah, because see, the interesting part is that the sisters can't feel like we waiting for somebody to give us something, right? The thing is we have to also go get ourselves. Elder, I'm gonna have you pull up. Let me see which one I want you to pull up. Can you, do you have anything of, it's probably gonna be my astrology chart that's gonna say physical, spiritual, mental, emotional. It's gonna look like the whole.
Was that in the package of pictures I sent them earlier?
Yes.
Okay, all right, I got you.
Yeah, it's gonna say, it's gonna say sun,
brain,
brain, spiritual, physical, it should be that one.
Yeah, I got all of them. You want me to pull it up right now? Or you want me to pull it next video?
You can pull up because I want to break down what he's saying, because I want to give him
I got you.
Yeah, overstand it, but I want to really break it down.
Yeah, so she riding on the coattail of what the lady in the video was saying.
Yeah.
She was saying we can't feel, people want to know how we do it. We don't know how we do it. It's part of who we are.
Yeah, because I want to let everybody see what their role is and who they are. That's why I'm gonna put up. I really want to break that down.
I get you.
Because we all got a role and we all important, and kind of piggyback on what Rod was saying of, it don't matter what beef you got, it don't matter what argument you had, because like you were saying, the babies is number one, right? And the children, so you have to put all of it to the side, and everybody is important because we all have a role. Everybody's role is important.
Crazy.
No big eyes, no little you.
No big eyes, no little you. Nobody is bigger than the next, and nobody is too little. And so if people understood that
Oh my God.
position, then we would move differently. Like for instance, in my family and in my tribe, I may be operating with multiple gifts, but at the end of the day, I'm having to operate with more gifts because people ain't stepping in their role. So it's making me unfortunately carry a heavier load. I'm having to be the spiritual warrior, the seer, the intercessor and all that, but it's somebody else who should be. I really am supposed to only be the spiritual warrior. By nature, I'm a warrior. But but in my family, I have other people who are seers. In my family, I have somebody who should be over the money. In my family, so we need everybody to sit in their positions in their roles because everybody has a role. And if everybody does their role, the heavy lifting is not so heavy.
Yeah.
You get what
So
I'm
that
saying?
goes to what we was talking about with Sister Dean last night, and also something that my mama told me when I was a little boy. So while everybody else trying to figure out who in the family is going to be responsible to who get what from the family bank, we need the people in the family bank that's going to read over and say, well, they want to take $2 million to start this company over here. Let's look it over. When we go talk to the business people in the family, hey, cuz, is this a viable business plan? And then
Mhm.
cuz read the business plan like, nah, they
Mhm.
need to do this, 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 and this, and this. Then they adjust the plan, they send it back to them. But they don't want to do the plan according to the changes. But if you don't make the changes, you guaranteed to fail.
Right.
So the people, my mama told me who
Mm.
was the bank chairman when I was a baby. She told me who she taught how to handle the money. She didn't teach us how to handle the money. We had to learn that from my pops.
Mm.
But there's a relative of mine, my big cousin, who was also one of my teachers. And his name Ray. And she told me I had Ray handling money since he been 2 years old.
Wow.
By the time Ray was 13, 14 years old, Ray was living like an adult grown man on his own, handling his own in the streets of Chicago and California. He used to travel back and forth because his mom got murdered in California. So he used to sometimes live in Chicago, and then he had family that's in California. He used to sometimes live with them, right? But he'd been all over the land. Anyway, he know what to do with the money. He's a businessman. Flat out, ain't no equivocations about it. Everybody in the family know if you got a business idea, run it by Ray and see what he say.
Mm-hmm.
Even the ones don't talk to him regular, if they ever get inspired to be an entrepreneur, right, and start their own business, they gonna stop what they doing, go visit a cousin they ain't talked to since they was a toddler. Now they a grown 30, 40-year-old, just to make sure that they making the right choice in business. He got to be part of the family bank.
Right.
He got to be, because the moves, everybody in the family respect his word when it comes to making money. Right? So I know he part of the family bank. So who else is part of the family bank? And how do I know? My brother's wife and my cousin Charlotte both work at the same time for a bank. So I already know they on the board. And then my other sister, Robin, right? Robin is a CPA. She's a certified accountant. And she handled my parents' money. So what do that tell me? She's on the board of the family bank. Right? So it ain't no favoritism. This is their specialty. Under the matriarchy, the most qualified for the position fills the function. It don't got nothing to do with how big you is, how little you is. It got something to do with your qualifications to carry out the job successfully. That's matriarchy. Patriarchy, they gonna train you just well enough for you to get by performing the tasks they asking you to do. That's the difference. Under matriarchy, Nobody is allowed to see somebody about to fail and don't say something. Under patriarchy, you rooting for the motherfucker to fail because now you can capitalize on their failure as your come up. That's the difference in matriarchy and patriarchy. It's not just women taking the rule from men doing the same thing the men was doing, right? If that's the case, you could have left it like it was. So obviously matriarchy has to be totally different in structure and functionality when it comes to the human species, because it's the natural order of the humanities. So wherever you find humans at, everybody got a reverence for something called mama.
Mhm.
This the chart you was looking for, Phoenix?
That's it right there. And the reason I kind of wanted that is if you look at this chart, it's a wheel, right? So it has all the various astrology symbols. But I want you to look at it because it has the spiritual arm, the mental arm, the emotional arm, and the physical. And you see under it, it shows Pisces is I believe, Aquarius is I know, Capricorn say I tolerate, Sagittarius I see, Scorpio is I desire, Libra is I unite, Virgo is I analyze, Leo is I create, Cancer is I feel, Gemini is I think, Taurus is I have, and Aries is I am. And you see that in different areas. So if you're in a family or whether we goddesses, if I'm your sister, first of all, even if you looking at it from a Risha standpoint, first of all, like we just had the Cancer full moon, which is the sign of Yin Ya. She's on Cancer. So that's why it was a highly emotional moon. That's why people was like, I'm emotional. I don't know why I feel like I'm feeling. Plus the moon is ruled by Cancer, but that's that. It's the energy. So if you need to get the feelings out, the emotions out, the motherly energy, the matriarchal, that's Yin Ya. Oshun is the Taurus energy. So that's the sweet water energy. If you're looking at the person who's going to be normally over the money, like right now we are in the waning moon. So right now today, the energy is in Virgo. So if you're looking at the more analytical person in the family or in the group or in the tribe or in the family. So that's why I'm saying you can't do everything. You got one person who's going to just be more emotional. Like for instance, I am a Leo. So by nature, I'm going to be more emotional, but if I need to be analytical, I can. But by nature, my chart's going to be emotional. I'm going to have a friend that's also probably going to be more spiritual, or a family member. You got another family member, like Chief was saying, that's the more mental. They may be over the money. They may be that's the banking system. You got somebody else that's more physical. They may be the one that's the keeper of the land. They may be the one that's doing the teaching of the children, the one that's bringing back the doulas, whatever. So this is why it can't be just one person. This is why it don't matter what happened, what beef, you kind of got to figure it out. You may need to take a day or two away from each other, put your pride and ego aside, but get over it, but then come back together. Because at the end of the day, in order for us to work together, we all need to come together in the collective, because you're not going to be holistic and you can't take care of the babies by yourself. We have to be the village and the tribe. And so I like this one slide, although it's from an astrological standpoint, but even if you look at it, whether it's the Orishas, whether you look at it from whether it's astrologically, or whether you look at it from its tribal, it's still the same energy. And unless you know that it's cohesive, you can't do everything. We all have to do our part, and we all need to be with one another.
So now notice something about this picture.
Mhm.
It's showing you the brain as the centerpiece to the picture.
Mhm.
Then it's showing you the cross and the circle.
Right.
Okay, now that symbol the Pope held up was the sun with the circle in the middle.
Mhm.
Right? It's the same meaning as
Mhm.
this. So these 4 sections represent 4 chambers of the heart and 4 chambers of the brain.
And you
A
know what
lot
else
of
it
people
represents?
don't
Them
know.
12 things, them 12 apostles and they Jesus too.
We ain't even got to that part yet. Most people don't know the brain got 4 chambers, and you have a brain beat the same as you got a heartbeat.
Sure do.
The overwhelming majority is they got people that goes to med school,
Yeah.
and they never found out that the human have a brain beat and a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
They learn about through the electroencephalogram, the EEG, that the brain vibrate frequencies, but they don't tell you that the brain has 4 chambers to pump the fluid, cerebral spinal fluid, into the center of the brain, just like the heart pumps the blood.
Mm-hmm.
Where else do we got pumps on the body? Do anybody know?
Where is that, Chief?
Okay, so on the male, the prostate is a pump
Mm.
to pump the semen out.
Mm-hmm.
The bladder becomes a pump
Mm-hmm.
in order to excrete the urine,
Right.
right? The bile duct becomes a pump to suck the bile from the pancreas and liver into excreted into the intestines, right? And
Mm-hmm.
your stomach is not a pump, though it may seem like it is by the way things move through it, but it doesn't pump. It
Mm-hmm.
oscillates.
Mm-hmm.
It oscillates and undulates. It's different from pumping. Okay, so now that's 5 different pumps in the body. Do you know any more?
Mm-hmm.
At the base of the
Mm-hmm.
spine, in your hip bone,
Mm-hmm.
there's something called the sacrum. In the
Mm-hmm.
sacrum, there is a
Mm-hmm.
bony, cushiony substance that pumps. And then at the base of at the base of the brain, at the brain stem, where the medulla is a reverse pump called the vacuum pump that sucks.
Mm-hmm.
And you got 2 primary, what they call central nerves that run down your spine. One is represented by the color red, one is represented by the color blue.
Right.
Okay. These pumps, right, when the brain begins to beat 4 chambers in unison,
Mm-hmm.
because we left brain dominant,
Right.
right? Because they wanted to turn off the right brain, the mother mind.
And when you open up the left, like if you blow up this picture, it tells you the left hemisphere is just language, computation, logical, and reason. And when you look on the right hemisphere, it's your reason and your recognition and your music and basically like your divine kind of feminine energy. And even if
Right.
you were like looking at this picture, you see which planetary energies, because you see that they have you with the planetary energies as well, which is on which side of the brain as well.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when we look at these parts of the brain,
Mm-hmm.
they have subsections responsible for specific functions.
Right.
The prefrontal lobe is called your conscious center.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be the part of your brain that lets you know if you're doing something wrong or if you're doing something right.
Right. Right.
Right.
Right.
And in the Bible, it's written like this. It's that the self-accusing spirit
Mm-hmm.
will rise up and condemn you.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's what it say in Paul's writings. What he's talking about is when you wake up your pineal gland,
Mm-hmm.
you activate a part of the brain called the anterior gyrus.
Mm-hmm.
This connects you to the anterior gyrus connects you to the universe like a radio to a radio station.
Mm-hmm.
And the beings that we are, that's
Mhm.
inhabiting the body, that's how we come into physical form as
Right.
whole light beings.
Yep.
So some of y'all probably heard me before. I'll say this way.
Mm-hmm.
The angels of
Mhm.
life
Mm-hmm.
are angels of light.
Yep.
They
Yep.
came in on
Mhm.
angles of light with
Yep.
with a message from the central sun. I'm just translating.
Mhm.
So now, if the angel of light is coming in on an angle of light, how do you disrupt it?
Come on now.
You put it in a prism, because a prism for light is a prison for light.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's a
so they
prison.
made prisons for whole light beings
Sure
to be
did.
trapped in,
Sure did. That's why this became a prison planet.
because they converted all our castles into prison.
Sure did.
And just like when they go look for the new Dalai Lama, we got to
Mhm.
remember where we used to live at.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got to gear our life to make sure we get home in order to get our shit.
And see, that's why March is really finna mess them up,
Mm-hmm.
because they did it all under an illusionary time frame. See, if you look under Pisces, it say, I believe. If you look under Aquarius, it says, I know. They did it under that Aquarius energy, which was an illusionary. That's why we call stuff time spell. And time is an illusion, and they changed the calendars and took days and added stuff. Everything's an illusion because Pisces is ruled by Neptune, which is a dream illusionary. It's all a freaking illusion. When Saturn, which is their thing that they kept people, basically us, in a prison planet, hits them, which is their karma, their shit back, which is hitting March 7th of this year in a couple of months, it's breaking their illusion. It's going to bring it to a halt. And then it's simultaneously when Pluto, which is the planet of life and rebirth, is hitting Aquarius. We've been telling you we're in Aquarius age. It's I know. Ain't no more believing, ain't no more illusion. That's why it's already been breaking down, because it's no more illusions. Because your spell, your little 6,000 year or 400 year or whatever contract you thought you had, it's over. It's I know. And so they're out of their illusion. And that's why I love it, astrology, because it's no respect of person. It is what it is, and it don't matter what you do. Because if you look at even what I think Chief had it maybe on his page, where they were saying the Catholic Church even put, well, we have to now acknowledge the UFOs because they have to put it in the public domains. It doesn't matter how much illusion they put up. What they can't stop is the moving of the planets and the alignments and what's here and what's to come. So their illusions are over with and done, and it's broken. And even when they built their monetary system under Taurus, which is, if you see it, it says, I have. It was very selfish, structure, fatty, stability, money hungry type of energy. And that's where their Jupiter's getting ready to come, but it's going to be broken down. Because that's why Scorpio, you see Scorpio's right from it, which is that I desire, I have. But Scorpio was eclipsing it all that October, November that we were talking. It's breaking down their illusionary fake money system. This planet back to Tiamat, planet Kai, to where it's originally supposed to be. And so it's a beautiful thing, because if you look even across from Aries, the whole calendar is technically wrong. It's not, first of all, you see it's at I am. It was never even at Aries, which Aries is a masculine planet. This is a feminine energy. The original astrology clock was at Virgo, under a feminine energy. So they completely, everything is backwards and flipped upside down.
Yeah. Yo.
I'm here.
Oh, what happened? I think Rob might got cut out.
Yeah, he may have. But I mean, I'm
Can you hear
still
me?
here, Elder. But
Can you hear me?
okay, okay, we got you back now, Chief.
Yeah. Okay. So I was saying the what the hell was I saying?
You got to smoke it on that good.
Oh, I was talking about Virgo Scorpio.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay.
Okay, so Virgo Scorpio was one zodiac sign.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And when it was one zodiac sign,
Mm-hmm.
um, it was only 10 zodiac signs. That's when
Mm-hmm.
Isis only had 10 daughters.
Right, right, right.
So when she had her last two, Scotta and Scotia,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
it created an imbalance
Mm-hmm.
between two sisters and a man
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
um, the twins as heirs have to be co-heirs,
Mm-hmm.
right? They call that flipping the deuce.
Mm-hmm.
So if they want to get their birthright, they have to end up marrying the same guy,
Yep.
right? So this creates the imbalance between Scorpio and Virgo. So
Mm-hmm.
now it has to be replaced with the scales.
Mm-hmm. Libra. Libra had the
Right.
best.
So Libra brings in the balance between Virgo and Scorpio. Scorpio, water fixed position, frozen, is
Mm-hmm.
almost like an earth sign in stubbornness.
It is, and that's why Libra don't like a lot of conflict because Libra is in the middle. If you know any Libras, they normally do not do conflict because they stuck in the
Mhm.
middle. Because
Now,
they all
Virgo, on the
mm-hmm.
other hand, it's an earth sign and it's
Yep.
feminine.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
This is represented as the onset of winter,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
right? Because when the female gets depressed, her countenance does what? It falls.
Yep.
She
And
let
it
her
also
beauty,
that's an offset story about when she had went in with the Osiris, Osiris too. Remember with the death, hell, and the grave. It
right? And you
represents.
got to remember how she cried over the death of Osiris.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
And
now,
Persephone in the Greek story, I think it's Persephone is the I mean it's it's different names, but it's all the same energy.
right,
Mm-hmm.
because they tell the stories, they try to change
Yep. Mm-hmm.
whose children is receiving the birthright by
Right.
telling the story slightly different by inserting each other's kids in each other's places.
Right, because with Persephone, they only gave it the basically just the death energy, just the hell energy, and they separated in the Greek story. Mm-hmm.
Right. But the reality is, okay, so now you have Virgo,
Mm-hmm.
the that stubborn female that's
Mm-hmm.
down to earth,
Yep.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Even if she wrong, you can't convince her because
Right.
her mind made up already.
Mm-hmm.
Once
Mm-hmm.
her mind made up, even if she wrong, she'll go to hell believing what she believes.
If she wrong, she still goddamn right. Mm-hmm.
Okay, now Scorpio come in
Woo.
off the balance.
Scorpio is passion. It's all in one. With Scorpio, it ain't no gray, baby. It's black or white. You ain't finna
Right.
half
So
ass
now
no
you got
Scorpio.
old man winter coming in under Scorpio,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you got the old crone
Ooh.
coming in at the fall under Virgo.
Mm-hmm.
That means that the rebirth, the maiden, has to come forth in February under Pisces,
On the Pisces.
right? Because that's how long it's going to take for Scorpio to thaw out.
Yep, because then that which they named the spring equinox, which they put under
Right.
Ishtar, which is really Isis, which is really Oshun.
By separating Scorpio from Virgo, that made 11 zodiac signs.
Yep.
Then you have to add Libra, that
Yep.
makes 12.
Yep.
The side effect is the center seat is the queen mother seat because mama is watching it all.
Because mama running everything.
Right. This is the Tawaret. in the Temple of Dandara.
Yep.
Pull that up, Elder. Pull up the Temple of Dandara, Egypt.
I got you.
We
Oh,
want to
it's
see
good.
we want to see the ceiling of it, and be prepared to zoom in on the picture because I'm going to show
Come
you
on.
what I'm talking about. So when we talk about Big Mama energy, we
Yeah.
talking about controlled chaos that took years of experience to learn how to control.
And the problem is right now with some of my divine feminists is we have uncontrolled chaos energy going on.
Right. Like
That's why we
people
be having
think
people
that a
can't
warrior
forgive themselves.
woman, the people think that a warrior woman is something wrong with her. It's only something wrong with her when she don't study the way of the warrior, because that's going to
That's
help
it.
her control her energies.
Yes, because I had to learn the master. You have to go through a lot of shadow work. You have to learn your Akashic records and get your book of life to control that chaos. And it don't come overnight, and it ain't easy, and ain't nobody gonna give it to you. You got to work for that thing. I'm telling you right
That's
now.
called shadow work. That's why it's shadow work.
And
Because
it ain't easy.
you gotta be in dark places, going through some shady times.
Well, you got to go through it. It's not no easy road, and you ain't skipping no grades.
The second picture, Elder.
Yeah, I got it.
But it's worth it. Oh, okay. I see it right there.
Now, this is a layover for this, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
First put them side by side, Elder.
And you know what I'm seeing after this, Chi? What I'm seeing after you gonna go to that thing is I'm seeing the moons. How we gonna go over them 8 moon cycles? Because it's all just flowing in together.
Okay, now look. Now you see the same cutout.
Mm-hmm.
All
Wow.
right, now. All right,
Wow.
drop the other one and zoom in on the temple ceiling.
Damn, I need that picture. I want that picture in my house.
Okay, now pay attention, Phoenix. When we talk about Big Mama energy, the oldest representation of a deity was Tarwaret, who was carved out as, zoom in, it was she was carved out as a hippopotamus with woman mammary glands. That's good enough, Elder, because
I got a better picture for you. Hold up.
Okay.
Show you the hippopotamus. She was the Atwa. She was
Ooh, good. It's good right here. Ooh.
Yeah,
first, before you go there, Elder, click on the picture for a minute before you go there.
I got you right here.
Yeah, zoom back out if you don't mind a little bit, because I want to just see it, because it matched perfectly with the thing I had just had sent.
Okay, now if you look, you see the hippopotamus. Can you put your finger on Tarwaret on the pointer? There, right there. Right above that, that's the symbol for Big Mama.
Oh, okay.
She's sitting on the Queen Mother seat. Right? That's the 8-ball center. Right? Now, if you look around, you see the daughters of Isis.
I see
holding up the creation as the 12 signs of the zodiac.
I see them. Wow. Damn.
Those are the daughters of Isis. So they ruled in 12 regions on the planet. Right? So the land masses was divided up so that everybody had their own kingdom or queendom.
Yeah, because it didn't like what they call Scotia, whatever. Because I've heard of it, I ain't never seen this picture before. Wow.
Okay, now this is painted on the temple ceiling as the map of the universe used to read the zootypes that gave us the term zodiac. All of these different animal symbols in the space in the blue part is a family totem of a tribe. And each one of the 12 sisters tell you which tribes those totems fall under and which ones of the tribes was unified with a different totem as you get closer to the center.
Okay.
Once you get to the queen seat, the queen mother seat, that's still opening of your pineal gland.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Hey, Elder, what did you say I had to do to send you that last clip I sent you? How do I got to get it to you?
I had to get the actual share. You have to share that and send me the link.
First, let me go to it.
Okay.
Yeah, also, we have reason to believe now through studying that the
Mhm.
Mayan calendar might be older than this calendar. And
Mm.
Tahuti was over here first in Atlantis, and then the
Mhm.
gods, and then when they sunk the Atlantis, the reptilians, he then we up. If you read the Emerald Tablets, he talk about leaving Atlantis and going to ancient Kemet by the Sphinx and setting up schools over there.
What's your Instagram name, Elder?
The Young Elder 23. I ain't gonna be able to get it through Instagram. You're gonna have to send it to me through a message. It's gonna take me. I have to. Yeah.
I don't know how I'm gonna get it to you then, because the last time I sent it in the message.
Yeah. Try to send it like that real quick. Let me see if I can do it.
To what? Instagram?
Yeah. To the same.
Okay, what you said was the Young Elder, DA?
No, don't do that one. Send it to the other one. SM. It's the SYM. The last one you sent it to.
SY.
MB.
Oh yeah, with the Malcolm X.
Yeah. She was a hip that chick, the hippopotamus. She was a hippopotamus god for the Twa man in South Africa, and she could control the hippos. The hippos, they're very territorial animals, and they really aggressive. If you try to come through their pond, they'll take you there. You ain't gonna let you. So like what happens is the Hyksos, when they was in ancient Kemet, they had a ruler named Apapus, Apap, right? And he wanted to get down and take over the South Kingdom of these Twa people, but he couldn't get down there because of the hippopotamus pond. So what he made a complaint. He was 700 miles away from where they was, but he made a complaint saying that the hippos were too loud and that he got mad and he wanted to do a delegation of authority and invade and take their land. Well, he
You know that symbolism. Do you want me to tell you what it means?
Go
What
ahead.
it mean?
It's talking about Enlil complaining about the mothers that was crying over their children. That's what they talking about. The matriarchs that was crying over their children was fighting him fiercely as Candace queens.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So he complained about them crying about their babies so that he can have an excuse to try to attack the divine feminine, the mothers.
That can make sense.
That's what was the onset of what's known as the Great Rape Campaign. Desecration of the holy places and defiling of the divine feminine by turning all of the divine feminine goddesses of the earth into some grotesque demon form that make people not trust that energy so they can use it against you instead of allowing it to work for you. That's what the story about.
Yeah. I can go with that because I can go with your perspective on it. I can gain your perspective because the Jacobites were the Enlil people, right? They were Enlil people when you trace the story back, right? So I could go with that storyline too because we're getting different storylines overlaying each other. So I feel you on this.
These stories is used to tell us scientific formulas for something.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
The reason we need to know that the reason Apophis is concerned about the crying of the hippos don't make noise. So that's how you know that it's a metaphor.
Hey, the hippos do make noise. They make a loud whining sound like they crying. They go,
Yeah, but they not noisy, is what I mean. Like, for instance, you can hear the sounds of the lions all the time when they in plentiful in their natural habitat.
Mm-hmm.
But you could be around a whole lake of hippos all day and not know they there.
No, that's not true. I'm
Mm.
telling you. Hey, look in the at night, the hippos they make a lot of noise.
Okay, look, listen to what I'm saying, Elder. I'm not saying they's totally silent. I'm
Okay.
saying they're not noisy creatures. They make noise,
Yeah.
but you're subject to be around a lake full of hippos all day before they make any noise. But when they make noise, you hear them. So
Yeah.
this how you know it's a complaint. They don't just sit around all day making noise like birds.
Yeah. I'm with you. I know they weren't loud enough for him to hear him 700 miles away though. So I know
Right.
that. Yeah.
But it's a metaphor.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
The
yeah.
700 go back to the last video me and you did on the science of the number 7.
Mm.
We talking about Muhammad's hijrah. The March of the Matriarchs is called the hijrah in Islam, and they take the metaphor of the matriarchs marching to war. These warrior women that they saying is on elephant in the
Okay.
hijrah. Those the matriarchs they talking about. See, we don't know that the women fought just as fierce or twice as fierce as the men defending the
Yeah.
planet.
Yeah.
But it's told in the scientific formula that gives you the pieces to the puzzle that mean multiple things. So if you don't train your guy mind to see with a guy eye, you won't be able to lay two things over top each other and match the dots. You got to train your holographic vision. You have to break the angle of light out of the prism so that the angel of light can escape the prism. You get it?
Oh yeah, I get it.
Okay, now the story is the matriarchs. Once we realize what they're talking about, we know that it's a code for the matriarchs, which is how I end up going back to the hijrah, which is also a code of the marching matriarchs. The women don't remember how to assert their jurisdiction over the land. It was deliberately kept secret from them. I'm out here spilling the beans, giving them the blueprint, the steps, breaking it down as small as possible, and they want somebody to do it for them and then give them their shit. But your building process to be worthy of owning what's yours is to put in the work. If people see they ask for a blessing until they see it requires them to put in work. But if you don't do your due diligence, the universe not gonna reciprocate no work.
No, it ain't.
That's why we talking about that's why we talking about sage the city, right? Purify the energy, open up the way, then you sweeten the waters.
And it's a continual thing, you know. I don't know. Was you gonna get that video up first, Chief?
Did I send it to you, Elder?
Now that's my stuff there. I was gonna get his before I got into mine because I wanted to flow off. I wanted to make sure I flip off of his.
He trying to pull the one up on Instagram I sent them. Because this is the perfect explanation of the turning on the pineal light.
All right.
That's waking Big Mama up. Flip the lights on in the Queen's chamber. You see it, Elder? Oh, you're on mute.
He may be over there looking.
Hey, let me hold on, Raw. I'm about to do it like this. Hold on, I'm gonna be able to get it. I just gotta do it like this. I gotta copy the link for you. Like I said,
You good, Elder?
okay, here we go. Let me copy this link. All right, put it right there.
So when you're looking in the pyramid, you see they had a king and queen's chamber in there.
Mhm.
And you notice that the queen's chamber is up and to the left, and the king's chamber is down and to the right,
Mhm.
right? Because those are positions in the brain as well.
Right.
Now we're talking about the relationship between pineal gland and pituitary gland,
Right.
right? So men is governed by control of the emotions based off chemicals released by the pituitary gland. The women's pituitary gland makes them be ruled by emotions because the estrogen switches the
The
track to the other
estrogen.
side, right? And the goal is to find the balance though,
Right.
right? So in finding the balance, you balancing the emotions with the intelligence, so you become emotionally intelligent and quotient intelligent, EQ, IQ. Then you're ready to be GQ, right? And GQ is a
Mhm.
gentleman's quarterly,
Mhm.
right? That means you're able to operate off any one of the four
Mhm.
corners of the brain.
Right.
They all serve different functions.
Yo, y'all still there? Hey, everybody
Yep.
hit that like button, hit that
We
subscribe
here,
button.
Elder. Eh, yeah, we here.
Hold on just a second. I almost got it, Rod.
Okay. Well, we gonna go and get it. Get it to the getting is good.
Get these niggas.
Hey, you know that story, they eventually, that dude, Pappas, the story line, he sent three guys to kill Cogmos and Atmos' father. That caused the war. And Cogmos, they started attacking these Hyksos to chase them out of ancient Kemet. And then eventually they killed Cogmos because he was cocky. He was going on the front line and trying to really, because he wanted to kill him because he killed his father, Cogmos.
Mm.
So, but he eventually got killed, and his little brother, Argmos, rose up, and eventually they chased the Hyksos out of ancient Kemet and marched them back to the Caucasus Mountains. When they blindfolded them and Cable told them and rolled their pants legs up and packed their goats up with them. That's what
Oh
that's
yeah,
all
okay.
about.
That's why they got the pants
And all that's Masonic
in the
code.
Masonic
Bro.
order.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
it's Masonic code. Yeah.
Yeah, that is. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's a flip. Mm-hmm.
All right, here you go. I got it. Let me get it pulled up real quick. Yeah, I had to do a lot to get that on now.
Well, we appreciate you.
All right, let's see if we got it.
So this video gonna show you how Big Mama directly talk to you when we talk about downloading messages.
Mhm.
Processing this information is critical because the more you can understand the process, the greater your control capability of the function. That's how you get to harness
Mhm.
the spiritual gift.
All right, bro, I got it.
Yep, Dr. Walter Williams.
Every human was born with a pineal gland, and that pineal gland is a sensory organ that sits in the middle of your brain. It serves as a receiver and a sender between you, the human being, and the universe. You see, that's where you get your freedom from. Your mind is connected to the universe, which is infinite. It's infinity. You can do anything with your mind. Everything that you see in its physical form came from the invisible spiritual realm. This auditorium, this building wasn't here at one time. It was just in someone's mind. So your mind is very, very strong. And how are you connected with that? Your pineal gland. Every human was born with a pineal gland. And that pineal gland is a sensory organ that sits in the middle of your brain. It's
I say it's on loop now.
and a sense.
Well,
It's on loop now.
All
It
right,
plays.
so yeah, and I want to do, yeah, so if you can pull up the first pitch for me, the one pitch you had up that had the native, the woman with the chakras and the planets around her, because that kind of even shows what he's talking about. And then after that, I'm gonna pull up the other chakra picture, but I want me and Chief to kind of break that down. Yeah, that's the first one, and then we'll break that one down. So when you look at this right here, when he was talking about the pineal gland, and Chief, I want you to just jump in and we can flow with this together.
Mm-hmm.
So when you look at this, right, and he's talking about the seat of the soul, you see at the very bottom, which we know is the root chakra. And let me kind of break that down. So even if you